Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from DestroReborn.
This is unfortunate. I'm seeing a lot of men say that they are no longer holding the door open for women because we are just simply not saying thank you. We are unappreciative. We are saying, I got it. I don't need you to hold the door open for me, or why are you holding the door open for me?
It's the why are you holding the door open for me that gets me the most.
And so that is something that I honestly...
I was like, are you not a person? Do you not want me to be cordial to just people, to treat you like a normal person? Because I do this for everyone.
did not know that men were going through, and I didn't know that women were not saying thank you, and that's not okay.
Now really, do you believe this?
No. You have friends, lady.
Here we have another example of a post-war refugee pissing on your leg and telling you that it's raining. Yet another unsatisfied Sisterhood subscriber suffering from buyer's regret. Are we really to believe that she didn't know that women were disrespecting friendly men for years now, castrating them for being friendly, chivalrous, and social? As I've said countless times before, we are starting to see the Sisterhood split into two distinct camps. Those who are exhausted from pretending to be quote-unquote strong and independent, and those who are digging themselves even deeper into the delusion.
Yeah, he's right. Half of them doubling down, the other half is regretting every single decision they made.
Point.
One thing I really want men to know is when you're dealing with somebody who is hyper independent or just independent in general, we're not...
What is independent and then hyper independent? It's the same thing. You're independent. Like, how do you become hyper independent? You don't have a job, you don't have anything, you're just by yourself in the woods?
We're not cutting you off because of another man. We're cutting you off because you're not the right man. So don't ever think that you lost to somebody, baby. You lost to me. You lost to me. You lost me. You really lost me. Let's get into
Ooh, thank God we did.
it. You lost me, sir.
Thank you.
The deeper they dig themselves into this hole, the more blind they become to their surroundings. Society has made one thing perfectly clear. We're no longer catering to the so-called hyper-independent woman. The whole masculine woman act is running out of steam.
Yeah, I said it. Fuck. He told me, excuse me, can you turn the light down on your phone?
I said, excuse me.
I said, don't tell me what to do with my...
He was pretty cordial. He said, excuse me. You even said he said, excuse me.
phone.
But the thing now
I
is
said,
this.
don't tell me what to do with my phone.
Okay.
These kids, they can't worry about yourself.
But what you're doing here now means you need to leave.
No, I paid to be here. What you mean? What do you mean? I can answer a text on my phone.
You are walking through this whole auditorium, disrupting.
What you mean? He disrupted too.
have
How's it okay for him to tell me to put my phone up?
I mean, come on, let's be honest. Only men who can't afford rent are willing to put up with these alpha bust downs. Or worse, they've handed over the quote-unquote
Alpha bust downs. Ruthless.
man of the house role to their teenage son. Yes, the only man willing to tolerate her attitude is a 14-year-old kid.
True.
Sad, but true.
Well, I mean, he has to.
True.
And even then, he doesn't have to because he could easily overpower her, as we've seen in plenty of videos of little kids overpowering their mothers.
And there is the other half of modern women, the ones that have a little bit of hope that they can snag a man, but they can't exactly admit it out loud, not without risking the quote-unquote pick-me label, the new scarlet letter, so to speak. For example.
What the hell wrong with y'all? How come every single time a woman comes and they say anything in defense of men, here come these dumb hoes. Oh, she's a pick-me. She's a pick. First of all, what is a pick-me? What even is that? That's somebody like, oh, pick me. Let me tell you something, baby. You better listen to somebody who get picked. You better listen to somebody who getting chose. Y'all sitting up here taking relationship and love advice from somebody who can't get no man, can't keep no man, and damn sure can't get the type of man that you want. That's the problem. Y'all treat men like y'all treat boys. Y'all treat men like y'all treat these niggas. Y'all ain't never had no provider man that's gonna come through,
Lord.
take care of shit and make sure everything get done. Because when you get one of them, you gonna want to treat him right. You gonna want him treat him a certain way. So if that's the type of man that you want, you better listen to somebody that get those type of men and not your single auntie Shirley who talk about niggas. Cause we talking about apples and oranges right now when we comparing these men. So yeah, you better be listening to somebody who get chose.
I 100% agree. Why would you want to listen to a single person that doesn't have a man over a married woman that is happily married with kids and has the life you want?
Better be listening to somebody who get picked. Free game.
Yes, my brothers. Because of your discipline, indifference, and passport escapades, the evil sisterhood has lost their greatest weapon of leverage. We are no longer slaves to sex. The high body count sister can't just brothel out. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, barter out her body for your allegiance anymore. In fact, the only time men contact these women nowadays is to tell them to assume the position. You know, I really don't think we fully grasp how serious this shift truly is. I mean, do you understand? Many men have reduced women to nothing more than orifices for sex. That's why chivalry and courtship no longer register in their brains. The damage is done. And modern women are gonna have to fix their reputation or continue to be bust down baddies, I guess.
What happened to the guys that are like, let me come pick you up and let's go to dinner so I can get to know you, not let me come over so I can get to know your coochie?
What the hell, Brian?
When did it become?
I mean, that's most of us would like to just get to know your coochie. Everything else about you, not so much. The coochie, we can say hi.
So normal to ask a girl to come over to your house on a first date, or a second, or a third, or a fourth. I don't even know you yet.
But yet, you ladies still come.
Now look, if you watch closely, you'll see a slow avalanche forming right before our eyes. A backlash against all the witches and idols who preach lies, cheating, and stealing their way into a husband.
Shira7 been on live for 3 hours, and it's almost 2,000 people in the chat.
That's
literally
crazy.
Sending her money, like $4, $5, just to ask a question about dating. I'm on my lunch break, and I'm like, let me find something to watch while I sit here and eat. And it popped up that she was live, and I cannot believe what's happening here.
No, I mean literally. Shira is actually a self-proclaimed witch. I mean, go do your research. Hey, look, I warn you guys about those Erykah Badu witches. Like, if you want to ignore it, it's up to you. Side note, look, if you go into her house and see the Eye of Horus, some hairy underarms, or some green sapphire, it's time to make a run for it. Matter of fact, she probably already pissed in your drink. Hey, that's a topic for another video.
Why one of the girls was like, I'm 20-something. I definitely want to be married and taken care of before 30. What should I do? And she told the girl, either find a guy that's 10 times uglier than her. Number 2, somebody that needs a green card because they'll marry you fast. Or a man that's like 50 or above that's looking to settle down like right now. And she was like, make sure you look right. Make sure, everything is...
I mean, she's just giving you exactly what you want. Like, I don't think that advice is bad in a sense. To get what women truly want is just money or a certain type of man or to get married or whatever it is.
Parents-wise is top 10 and you'll get married. What? I want to know in the comments, if you are a follower of Shira7, have you followed any of her advice? I need to hear, is this stuff working?
Yes, we've gone from know your worth, never settle, and you deserve better, to find the ugly man, find the guy who needs a green card, or settle for someone that's 30 years older. Look, these are fascinating times. This entire shift comes down to you just having a little bit of standards.
We're talking about you men out there. Have standards. Raise them up a little bit. Pick them up off from the ground.
Ounce of discipline. After all the years of feminist propaganda, it's clear who truly controls the sexual marketplace. It's clearly not modern women. The sisterhood will do what they were put on this earth to do, and that is follow. Now we will sit back and watch the detractors of the bitter sisterhood scramble to fix their sullied reputation, telling her sisters to cover those double bellies, fix their attitudes, and most importantly, respect the
I pull right up. Golden Corral, you know what I'm here for. Open them doors. I brought a whole table full of reinforcement. We here for them Hennessy margaritas. Henny at Golden Corral. Me and a few old school buffet plate makers had to pull up and give y'all real review. And if you dancing when you eating, clearly, I like. And
y'all, the confidence.
Man, you see that bus full of people come in, you know you're about to lose money at a buffet.
Okay, I'm not knocking anybody, but do what you want. It's on you. But let me tell y'all something. Them polar bear stomachs and crop tops.
Did you just call a polar bear stomach?
Knock it off. I'm so serious.
I find it quite funny and amusing when women in America, like myself, I am an American woman, complain about how hard we have it. I can assure you, as someone who travels and lives internationally, it is worse everywhere else.
The final seal will break when they start doing the body count accounting. In other words, when shame returns to lewd behavior. But maybe that's giving them a little bit too much credit.
It is unfortunate to see that women are not saying thank you from what the men are saying, and that this is the reason why men are no longer holding the door open for us.
Yes, my brothers, stay the course. Ignore these loud, abrasive, non-feminine women. We must work together to restore the bar and cast out these yeast-infested succubus. But once again, I've probably said too much.
But it's just nice that if men just held their own standards, it puts women in their own little corner of, damn, I need to do better or else I'm gonna be alone and single.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy.
Like, I'm still surprised that 2,000 people still sending Shira 7 money asking stupid questions like this and she giving those types of answers. Yeah, and Destro is right. What happened to I'm never gonna settle, I know my worth, and all of a sudden marry a man that's 30 years older than you or some butt ugly man? Oh, ladies. Is it you know your worth or you just want to get taken care of by anybody? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time.